You're watching Transformers of Eternia. Now today I want to take a look at the recent reveals of some new images of the Masters of the Universe 2000X Cartoon Collection figures. But before I do that, if you enjoy this video, why not hit that like button and subscribe for more videos like this. So it looks like we got the images for at least the three figures in their boxes and their box art and all that stuff. So we got He-Man, Stratos, and Tri-Klops. So that's cool, and it's good to know that they're coming out, like their boxes look kind of like the 2000X type of style, it feels like. So I like that. I'm really happy that they're actually doing these. I'm actually more of a fan of the 2000X than the Filmation cartoon toys, I guess. But I really am happy that they're finally going to release these, and this is actually coming out, and they're all posable in every possible way and everything. But yeah, so the artwork looks great. I think it looks cool. The Castle Grayskull is green in the background. I don't know if I feel like Castle Grayskull was actually kind of grayish in the, I don't know. I don't remember what the artwork was for the boxes before, I guess. But yeah, so they look cool. I'm just happy that we're finally going to get these. But let's take a look at the back. So here's the back of the artwork of the boxes and everything. And of course, once again, we get great artwork. We always get great artwork with Masters of the Universe, it seems like, especially the origin style stuff. And all these things look great, and I'm so happy that we're getting these. And I've said that before, so I'm just kind of beating a dead horse on this. But yeah, artwork's great, everything's cool. I just wanted to get the actual figures in my hands, really. That's the most important thing. But yeah, this looks great. So this is He-Man. Obviously, he looks like the 2000X He-Man. He's got everything, looks pretty accurate. I like how the cartoon style is there. They had that animation kind of look. I really like that. That's so cool. So it's like he came right out of the cartoon. The sword is kind of just bland and boring. It's the sword. It's big. I like that. But it's just the sword. It doesn't change, do anything. But yeah, He-Man looks like He-Man. But you know, it's kind of sad that we already got this He-Man like this in the Origins line, only this is going to be a bigger version of that, I guess. So whatever, okay. But I just kind of hope that they get everything correct with Skeletor. That's what I'm really looking to see. But yeah, this looks great. Everything looks good. I mean, it's He-Man. You have to get He-Man. So moving on. So now we get Tri-Klops. I think Tri-Klops looks cool. There's just one little thing that I've noticed that I don't know if I like it. And that is, what's the deal with those green things on his knees? Is it like he just picked up some leaves in the forest and just taped it onto his kneecaps? I don't know. I think that's in the cartoon, but I just never noticed it in the cartoon. Maybe that's what my problem is I just didn't ever notice it. And you know, this guy looks great. He looks cool, everything's fine. I'm sure his head, like his eyes can be changed and everything. But I'm wondering, where is his drone that he had? He had like a drone that he had kind of flying around. I kind of wish that we'd get that drone on like a clear plastic stand to kind of put with him. But yeah, this guy looks great. I always liked Tri-Klops in this cartoon. I pretty much like all the characters in that cartoon. But yeah, this guy looks cool. And yeah, it's just one more to add to the list. And these pictures look great, especially the way they got him posed. But yeah, he's just kind of got one weapon, and that's pretty much it. So you get what you get, I guess. But I like Tri-Klops. He looks cool. So now we get to the one of my favorite ones, actually. And that is Stratos. This version of Stratos has always been my favorite version. I mean, all the other versions of Stratos is cool. It's okay. But this version, I always loved this version because he just seems more badass. He seems more like a warrior. He doesn't seem like a weak guy with little feathers on his arms and stuff, you know? This guy actually looks like he's flying into battle, and he's got like guns on his backpack and stuff. I don't know. I always loved this design of Stratos. This is like my favorite design of Stratos. I don't think they could get much better than this design, at least for me anyway. I'm sure some of you don't like this one, but I really always loved this version of Stratos. I can't gush about this enough that I'm so happy we're getting him in the first run, because this is such a cool character. I kind of wish he had more of a staff or a weapon of some kind, but other than that, I mean, he does come with the wings that attach. But I mean, I just kind of wish he had more, and I guess he does have guns on his backpack maybe. So anyway, I'm just saying this guy is like one of my favorites of all time of the 2000X. And now we get Beastman, and this is another one. This is one of my favorites as well. I hope this guy stands a little bit taller than He-Man and Skeletor though, because in the cartoon he was kind of a giant, like a bigger kind of character if I remember correctly. But I've always loved this version of Beastman as well. This is so cool. I mean, I do like the Filmation Beastman, especially the toy. I do like that version that we got. And I've always been a fan of Beastman, but I've always wanted him to be kind of a little bit bigger than everybody else because he's Beastman. He's like supposed to be this hulking, like Hulk type of character, you know? But yeah, this guy looks cool. He comes with a nice whip. I mean, he's always got to have a whip, it seems like. I wish he had like a sword or a club in this version too, but I think he had the whip in the cartoon anyway. So yeah, this guy looks cool, and his box is different, so I think that means he is a bit bigger, so that's good. So I think that he should be, because I mean, he just looks so cool in the show. I just love this version of Beastman with the horns on his mane and everything, and just how he looks. It just looks so cool. I'm so glad we're finally getting this. I mean, I'm really just beating a dead horse. I keep saying I'm so glad, I'm so happy, blah, blah, blah. I keep repeating myself. But it's just because I'm so happy that we can actually have 2000X toys that we can really enjoy because they're posable and everything. We should have gotten that originally when the 2000X series came out, but they weren't able to do the posability as much as they do now. So it's good that they finally got around to it though, and that they actually figured that they would make some money off these things and start putting them back into circulation in this form anyway. But yeah, I just love Beastman. I'm so glad that we're getting this, and I can't wait to see the other ones like Roboto and stuff. That would be cool. So now we get my favorite version of Evil-Lyn. I mean, I think every version in the 2000X line is my favorite version because it's just they're so different looking, but they're still the same. It's hard to explain. I just love how they have that look though. Like she's got like it's not like she's got a cape, but she's got that skirt back thing on there, and it just looks really good the way that they made her. I mean, I've always loved how Evil-Lyn looked in the 2000X series. So obviously I love this, and I'm just glad that they're going all in and making it accurate to the cartoon as much as they can anyway. And it's just the detail and all the effort that went into these things just looks so good. So I just love the fact that we're getting this type of Evil-Lyn or whatever finally. I mean, I realized we had an Origins version that wasn't really much of a change, but anyway, but this one is actually nailing it. So I'm really happy that we're finally getting an Evil-Lyn from the 2000X actually. So this is my favorite version of Prince Adam as well. I'm saying my favorite a lot, but anyway, this version of Prince Adam looks really cool. I always liked this design, like how his coat is. It's not hot pink anymore. I really never really liked that hot pink thing that he had going. I just like this look because it looks a little bit more realistic, I guess, to be honest, you know. And the face I think looks great on this. He's got that you know, king staff type of thing, you know, that stick that he's gonna beat somebody with, I guess. But other than that, he looks good. He's wearing pants and he's got the belt and everything. I just think this looks awesome. I'm so glad we're getting this, and I'm gonna be saying that so much in this video. I swear people are probably tired of hearing me say that, but I'm just really stoked to finally get something like this because this guy looks great, and I can only imagine what Cringer and Battle Cat would look like. So now we get Skeletor, and Skeletor looks great and everything. I just kind of wish he had a cape. It seems weird because I know in the first 3 episodes he had a cape. I'm pretty sure of it. So it seems weird that they didn't give us that cape because, I mean, they have that Keldor cape from the Origins line even. They could probably throw that on him if nothing else. But I mean, this looks cool. He looks like Skeletor from the cartoon. He's got the sword that splits in half and it actually goes together. I don't really care for that sword. That never really was anything I really liked. But I think it looks cool that he just got that Skeletor look. You have to have Skeletor. I mean, I think I think his eyes should have some, like a little bit of red glowing in there though, maybe, but I don't know. And at least he's not laughing, I guess. He just kind of has that monotone skull face, but I guess I think that we'll get a Keldor out of this later on as well, because they had Keldor in that show, and hopefully we'll get a King Grayskull as well. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. They tend to not do King Grayskull as easily, it seems like. So here's Mossman, and Mossman looks like Mossman from the cartoon once again. This guy looks cool and everything. I wonder if we'll get an Evil-Seed from that cartoon, because Evil-Seed was awesome in that one episode or whatever. So I think it was actually in more episodes later, but not really full on. But anyway, Evil-Seed would be cool, but Mossman is cool as well. And this version of Mossman is kind of cool looking. I don't know. Mossman is always just kind of Mossman, you know. It's like either he's always a green guy, you know. He always looks the same. I mean, he doesn't look exactly the same. He doesn't have like the fur on him, but I'm saying that he just kind of has that same kind of Swamp Thing-ish kind of look. I don't really care for that stick he's got. Did he have that in the cartoon? I don't remember. But I guess at least he has a weapon. I'll give him that. So that's more than I could say for like Stratos and stuff. But yeah, this guy looks cool. So now we get into the one I've been wanting for ages. I've been dying for this for so long. I've always wanted to get the 2000X version of Man-at-Arms with that giant shoulder thing. I don't know why that looks cool to me, but I just always wanted him to have that. I never realized that he had a gray thing that the thing that's in front of his mouth or whatever. I thought that was always like matching his golden armor. I guess I didn't notice that in the cartoon, but I guess it's gray in the 2000X. Okay, I guess that's the way it is. It seems weird though that it's gray, but anyway, other than that, this is one of my favorite 2000X characters. He was so cool in that show. The only thing I would say that's missing is he had a giant gun that he could use. So I don't know why they didn't give us that giant gun. I really wanted that with this guy. But other than that, this guy is just so cool. I love this version of Man-at-Arms. I can't gush about this version of Man-at-Arms more than I am. This is my favorite Man-at-Arms right here. So I will be so happy to have this guy on my shelf. This is the best version. So now we get to see Zodac, and this is actually one of my favorite versions of Zodac as well. I say that in every single one of these, I swear. So you guys, I'm sure you're tired of hearing me. But yeah, this version of Zodac is really cool. I like the white tattoos on his skin. That just looks, I don't know, it just looks cool. It kind of feels like a Tron type of thing almost. But this guy just looks really cool, and he's got his weapon, so that's kind of cool. I kind of wish he had like a floating chair, because Zodac seemed like always had a floating seat, kind of like a Thanos type of thing in the original cartoons sometimes. So that's just kind of something I wish that this guy had. He could just pop up and seated in his chair, and then have him basically have this stand on there. Anyway, it could be like a vehicle type of thing that they could throw in with this guy, but I get it. They're not doing that, so that's okay. But yeah, this guy looks great. I'm glad we're getting this version of Zodac. So now I just wanted to kind of throw this in there just because this is something that a lot of people are wanting. Yeah, so we got some better images of Stingor, and this guy looks really cool. That tail is amazing. It's really posable. I was surprised that they went all in for that tail. And he's got a removable hand. He could put the claw on. He's got a shield. He's got an extra hand. I mean, this guy comes with a lot of stuff. So this guy's going to be cool. I imagine everybody's going to want to get this guy. So I just kind of figured I'd show this stuff on here so you can kind of get an idea of when he's coming out and all that stuff. Now, at the time of making this video, I don't know if this is actually fact or not, but it looks like Dragstore might be coming out November 18th. So I don't know. I just decided to throw this in there because I seen this on one of the posts or whatever on social media somewhere. Anyway, so I think Dragstore should be coming out actually before that Stingor guy, but okay. But yeah, Dragstore is a must-have if you're a Hordak fan like I am. So you definitely want to have this. And plus, I used to have this guy when I was a kid. This is like one of the few figures that my dad bought me from Masters of the Universe. So I was so happy to have Dragstore. So I wonder if this is actually the date. It's likely the date, but I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. But yeah, I just figured I'd drop this in there because this is an Origins figure that I know a lot of people probably want. Well, that's about everything that I wanted to cover in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed all the characters I showed off and all that stuff and my thoughts on them. I know I gushed a lot about them, but I just kind of wanted to go over these characters, and I just want to hear what you guys think in the comment section below. And tell me all about what you guys think of these things, because I'm sure that everybody's got a different view on these, but I was gushing, so I'm sure that you could probably tell me 1,000 times that I went overboard on that, but it's alright. So tell me what you think in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.